You are listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, and this is Breaking the Ice. It's been a nice 2 weeks since our last show. I'm your host, Connor Cupen, and we're back after a pretty good week or two of hockey. On mic one, I got Alexander Daly here in the building, using the government. What's up?
Hello. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Glad to be back.
He pitched his appreciate you for coming to my class. How you gonna do? He won his team some crazy points, or I believe he got stolen by.
No, we kept those points actually.
He was the victor. Team won.
We swept every other team out of the water. We had about 1,800 points, and I think the next highest team had 900. So, yeah.
And on mic 2, we got Daniel Amoia up in the building. How's it going?
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to talking some hockey,
And on mic 3, we got the man with the price. It's Tanner.
New York Islanders. What happened?
Phenomenal way to start the show. And honestly, I feel like that's the perfect first topic of discussion here. Like, let's be real. First thing though, let's see. All right, we're going to go 3:10, or let's go with 3:15 is the line for Justin here. 3:15.
He said he was going to be 10 minutes late.
That's not true.
Wait, Did he say he sold his car?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did sell his car.
What does that mean? Does he have to go to make a deal right now, or is he?
How's he getting here?
Is he turning around midway on the parkway to selling his car and walking?
Like, what? Yeah. So I'm gonna go with 3. Should we go 3:20 or 3:15 is the timeline?
I'm taking the over on both.
I'll take the under, but it's going to be close. So
Which one though? 3:15 or 3:20? What should we make the line?
3:15 should be the
line. All right. So under or over 3:15?
3:13 he'll walk in.
I'm taking the over.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go with it as well.
His message was too cryptic.
I'm going with the over. I'm gonna be 10 minutes late. Just sold my car. What? let's just break this down. We break ice around here. Let's break the message. Breaking the message. How could that be only a 10-minute delay?
I mean, maybe he sold it at like 12, and now he's getting like a rental or an Uber.
Or is he getting dropped off? Is he getting dropped off? Is Tom Brady dropped? Yo.
I'll be 10 minutes late. My car just got sold. Heartbreak emoji.
So what if Tom Brady's dropping him off?
So he's riding on a goat.
He's riding on a goat here. Not on.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
His father is a goat.
But he's not riding.
Why can't you?
He's riding with.
Why can't you ride a goat?
You can, but I don't think he's doing that this time.
How do you know that?
Dude,
exactly.
We can ask Justin if
his
he
car
rode
broke
with.
down. Who knows what he's riding?
Stadium Series.
But I feel like, honestly, really, that was. Let's talk about that. You and Justin, you guys hosted a giant tailgate. Y'all seemed like you had a great time at the Stadium Series over the weekend. And let's talk about how it went from just an idea, and then it actually happened. Actually going into fruition.
It was pretty electric. It started out as just wanting to connect with a few friends, whatever. Then we got our fan group involved, and next thing you know, we have DMs. Someone's like, hey, I have a party bus. You want me to bring it? Someone's like, hey, I have tents. Hey, I have a grill. Hey, I could DJ your event. You want me to?
That's honestly a Devil's Community W right there.
It was actually so awesome.
I just checked my phone, and I just see like it was either you or Justin posted where it's just, we have a bus now, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I read that.
We have a Jets bus.
New York Jets.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, our boy Vinny's bringing a giant bus to the tailgate.
It was so awesome. We had so many people bring food. No, but that's actually
a W because like you saw everyone band together. They brought you know what I mean? Like everyone brought their own little piece to make that possible.
They even had a flat screen TV going in the party bus, and we were watching college basketball in there. It was a nice 80 degrees in there, despite the 20-degree weather outside. So many people brought food, desserts. So other people just Venmo'd us to help recoup some of me and Justin's costs. I mean, literally everyone chipped in, and we were able to do some giveaways too. We gave away some autograph stuff, some game-used memorabilia, other little things like drawstring bags and whatever. So it was just really awesome, and we had a good amount of the Breaking the Ice ice crew there. We had John G. We had Emily. Actually, she never appeared on the show, right?
No, she's never been here. No.
We had Nem. We had Matt Vitale. We had Richie. We had
Oh, Matt was there too.
Mateo.
Mateo was there.
Tanner.
I was not there.
Tanner,
Oh, you weren't there.
Tanner was
Okay,
not
you were there
there.
the second day.
Yes.
But
I will talk about that.
we had intramural legend Mike Manning there.
Oh, what? Mike pulled up.
Awesome.
Mike was there, yeah. So it was really awesome, and then obviously the game for anyone who's a Devils fan made it even better because it was perfect. I think probably everyone except Frank Fleming was happy with that. So
Why was Frank not happy?
because it's just impossible. Please, Frank. I mean, unless the Devils were 54-0-0 right now, Frank would not be happy.
He was probably like blaming the Jonas Brothers for the Devils giving up a goal. So. Kevin Jonas is the reason the Devils are losing this game right now. Jonas Brothers cursed him. It's Jonas Brothers.
Well, the players were like dancing and playing soccer while the Jonas Brothers were performing. He was there like, they're not focused. They're not focused. I actually DM'd Frank and invited him to the tailgate.
Saw, dude.
And he said he wasn't outside. He came in from American Dream or whatever and just walked right into the building. So
Frank.
no tailgating for Frank. Even though there were grills with hot dogs there. I mean,
dude,
that was his perfect opportunity.
Literally,
Such an
it was.
Frank.
Imagine he made a video. Imagine he pulled up and made a video at your tailgate.
I told him, I'm like, we got a party bus. You could stay warm, and he was not having it.
We are here at the Devils Report tailgate with
Yo, dude,
They got
his hot dog series, man. He could have. Dude,
You know what? He probably would have been really mad because it was a Jets bus.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
Maybe
point.
yeah, because he's a Dolphins, Mets, Devils fan.
Beautiful.
Can't forget the Knicks, even though he was a Nets fan to start the season.
Oh,
He switched. He switched because like someone was just like, Frank, you should switch teams, and he was like,
all right.
But seriously though, the NHL needs to do something like this way more often.
Yeah.
But for both the Devils and Rangers, the crowds were electric. What a comeback by the Rangers, obviously, and just witnessing that atmosphere was so awesome. And even if the Devils had lost, just the tailgate alone and the atmosphere of everyone outside and the chants that were going. And
yeah, it was.
It was really just, it doesn't compare to a normal hockey game because 70+ thousand people compared to 15 or 20, like it doesn't even come close. So it was really awesome.
Yeah, and I'll talk about the second game. So like just the crowd beforehand, everyone was electric, and the thing that was really cool was that you had both fan bases were kind of just like interacting with each other. Like it wasn't like here's one side that is all Islanders fans. It was like everyone was just wearing stuff, and there was no one was like going crazy about it until you actually got into the stadium. But like we were tailgating. It was amazing. It was amazing. We had pierogies on a grill that was made.
That's electric.
We had that. My friend's dad made that. He bought a steak. It was cooking on a mini grill. It was fantastic. Got me really hyped up for some New York Rangers hockey. So the game starts. I mean, the game, I don't know how it was I assume it was like this for the Devils game, but it was probably about 80% Rangers fans and about 20% Islanders fans.
It was probably about that for Devils Flyers.
Yeah. I mean,
it was overwhelming amount of Devils.
I'm probably underestimating the amount of Islanders fans, but you just didn't really see many. But so we show up, Eric Gustafsson scores, which I got to say, I predicted in the parking lot. I can't legally do it yet, so I went on to fliff.com, put Eric Gustafsson anytime scorer, and it hit. I was like, I feel like he's scoring today.
Can I share a quick story? Speaking of Fliff, the only time and first time I ever placed a Fliff bet, which I am legally allowed to do, it was Aaron Rodgers 1+ completions on opening night.
Look, you see it in the studio.
Yeah.
Here's my Eric Gustafsson over 0.5 goals.
Wow.
That's electric.
First 28 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
The Devils had an early goal, right?
Yeah,
Right
I think it was
the same
34
thing.
seconds in.
Yeah.
and the crowd exploded. Like the Devils fans have just been waiting all season for something to actually go like crazy about, and it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, that's what I was like. The Devils like looking that game. They looked really good in that game. Like they just looked like they were. Yeah. That's the team we've been expecting all season from them. But like Rangers game, so they go down 3-1. That was rough.
Yeah, man.
And first off, all right, and certified this game itself certified the Islanders as my least favorite team in the National Hockey League. So there's two reasons, and it is two separate fans that were sitting right by me, right?
This man can never go to a game and like
yeah, I don't know why. And this is look, and this is like you think of this and you think, how does this happen? Right? Right? Because an event that happened to me in the past happened again at this game.
Let's hear this.
So there was this dude. So this dude showed up. Like, he showed up after there was 4 goals already scored in the game. He showed up with like 10 minutes left in the first period. Which, one, find your seat already. There's so many people showed up late to the game, which the game was delayed by 45 minutes. Like, show up on time. And I was sitting.
45 minutes. You still didn't.
I was there 8 hours before puck drop. So
I was sitting in an aisle seat too. So like, everyone is just like walking up and down the aisles just at any point in the game. It was not fun. But so there's this dude shows up, full Islanders gear, right? Turns around. He gets there and he's like, "Yeah, Igor, what happened, baby?" And I'm like, all right. This dude's probably like, I would say he's like maybe a couple years younger than us.
Oh, younger than us?
I was not expecting
he's
that.
like, he's probably like around our age.
Okay.
He's like a college kid. So he turns around to me, my sister, and my mom. We're all wearing Ranger gear.
Yeah.
And he just goes, "So are you guys Islanders fans?" Like, just be, just like.
So are you guys Islanders fans?
Yeah. And I was like, and I just saw the Rangers let up 3 goals, so I'm not happy, right? This dude, whatever. That was whatever. Guess what he did next? Remember the story I told when the dude was basically sitting on the edge of his seat? Like, that guy did the same thing. That guy. So for those that don't know, I was at the Rangers Canucks game a couple weeks ago in January. This dude in front of us literally was like sitting on the edge of his seat, like literally, and my dad could not see the action. He could not see the game, and this guy was doing it at the outdoor game.
It's insane.
I couldn't believe it happened. Right?
Hold up. Snap from Tommy Bavaro here. Listening to VTI.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Tommy was at the tailgate.
Let's go, man.
So
legendary.
Electric.
So we had so that happened. Whatever. And then there's also this is, I think, the other inexcusable. Like, as a sports fan, I don't know how you do this. So this dude, so I was sitting up really at like the top row of the entire place, basically.
Okay.
And there's this dude heckling another fan, heckling a guy in an Islanders jersey, like the whole time. And they finally turn around to each other and start yelling at each other. And it's banter that I can't say that is not FCC safe. But here's the thing: the guy in the Islanders jersey, the guy in all the Islanders stuff, he wasn't even sitting in his seat. That he started beef with another guy, and he just like wasn't sitting in his section, which is just hockey fan. I don't know how you could do that.
Wow.
If you're gonna start beef with somebody, you gotta be in your seats. Don't steal somebody else's seat, because then you just, I don't know.
And you just look unintelligent.
Yeah,
You just look unintelligent.
And then, so the game went on. I was so mad until about 5 minutes left. The Rangers get that power play score and make it 5-4, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" They get the second power play, and you knew the game was going to overtime when that happened. And this is
2 minutes, he held his breath.
yeah,
That's how I felt too. You just know.
and the Rangers scored, and it is the craziest scene I've ever seen at a hockey game. People are just throwing beverages everywhere. It's just like raining down.
Oh, 316.
Oh!
316.
Yes!
The over.
The over hit! The over hit!
20.
Nah.
The over has hit.
Has hit. We bet on Justin Brady to show up after 3:15. Daniel's the only one to pick the
That's
under.
what I get for having faith in Justin.
The over.
What was the timer?
3:15.
It was 3:15 was the timer.
I was the only one who had the under.
Under.
So
we got Devils fanatics here.
So what happened? So beverages are flying everywhere. It's just like raining down basically at this point. These two guys in front of me, they must have been jumping around so much. They literally jumped and fell onto the seat in front of them and just started rolling down. They started rolling down the seats.
Wait, so no one was sitting in those?
No, they were. They were just like trampling people.
Oh, they were falling on everybody.
Yeah, they were like rolling down the stadium.
That is so funny.
I've never seen it before. And they were sitting like right in front of us. So I turned around. I was high-fiving people. I turn around. And I just see some dude like just like Indiana Jones, whatever, giant ball stone thing rolling down the arena. But that happened. We get the coolest moment I've ever seen at a sporting event. The Rangers score. The stadium, when they were doing the review, when they were announcing the call, just went completely silent. Like, nobody was saying anything. It was so cool. Because it had been so loud the entire game. And this one call, it's just everyone wants to hear it. I can't even put it into words how great it was. And then they called it was Rangers, it was a good goal, and just the place went ballistic. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. And going down the escalators to leave the stadium, it's just like let's go Rangers chants for just like the whole time. It was great. Some dude painted a Jacob Trouba jersey onto his body. So the C and all. I do have a picture of it.
He's a picture. Yo, can I get a picture of your body real quick, bro?
So here's a question for you.
Oh, like that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do you think that the noise from the Rangers fans beat the noise of the Swifties at that same stadium a few months back?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think the noise of I don't know. I'm not sure. It was a lot. I don't even know if it beat when there was the Austin Mahone concert at Citi Field in 2014. That was with 1 day left in the season.
I didn't think that would ever be name dropped on Breaking the Ice.
I was at that game. I think I was the only person there just wanting to see the Mets play and not see the post game concert. But now that you know what, Rangers fans didn't have all the Swifties had the floor seating. So
That's fair.
I don't know if you could really match it. But
Now Justin's
it was
here.
more cheers for any Jets or Giants game in the last.
Well, that's
10
not hard
years.
to do.
Yeah.
And now the Devils fanatics is here. Daniel was talking about the tailgate you guys had, and like, give us your Stadium Series experience.
Well, first off, the blue shirts. The
blue
shirts.
shirts.
Big
Yeah.
win. Bringing all pain and suffering to Islanders fans. I just want to add, I saw a comment after the game, and this Islanders fan was like, "Oh, we had more fans at our game than the Devils did." And I'm like, first off, 3 big sections were blocked up because of the Jonas Brothers, and there was like 90% Ranger fans there.
It was probably about 80 to 20.
What a joke! And that's an Islanders home game.
I
What a joke!
saw like, I think I might have seen more people go at least like driving into the stadium in 49ers jerseys than I saw in Islanders jerseys, and I'm not lying.
What?
There's a dude wearing a Fred Warner jersey just walking around. I forget yeah.
Well, UBS hasn't even been selling out some of their games, and it's not a huge arena.
People are also getting mad because they played the Rangers goal horn multiple times at an Islanders home game, But
See, I don't have a
Sorry.
problem with that. What I have a problem with that, they only did it for the Rangers and not the Flyers. Like, if you're going to play
Yeah.
both teams, you got to do it for both games.
No,
That's not
no,
really
I
fair
agree.
to
No, why they
Philly.
didn't do it because the Devils were the big host of the event. That was New Jersey. That was like the Devils' event.
Yeah.
That was their weekend, so that's, I think, why they didn't do it. But I think it'd be fair if they did the Flyers one because there was like 20% Flyer fans there.
They
Flyer
had a
fans
solid.
travel well though, so credit to them. But the Devils game, awesome. Like one of the like events you look at and you're like, this is one of the best games I've ever been to in my life. Any sporting event, the tailgate that me and Daniel had was truly surreal. Obviously something that neither one of us will forget. We had at least 120 to maybe 150 people, I would say, there throughout the whole time. It was just awesome meeting people, having a good time, eating good food. I mean, just something I'll never forget. And just the game. The outdoor game was awesome. Nico Hischier, 32 seconds into that game, he set the tone for the rest of the game. And the Devils just went from there. Awesome game. Obviously, freezing, really freezing, but it's well worth it at the end of the day. Something I'll never forget. And a big win for the Devils, not only because they beat the Flyers standings-wise, but a win of that magnitude at MetLife Stadium could really just propel your team going forward for the rest of the season. So we'll see how the Devils respond tonight in Washington. So hopefully they keep it up.
Now tonight, yeah, we'll do our pick'ems on the show in a little bit, but Stadium Series, it looked like a giant W in terms of the Metropolitan Division and just the area in general. Everyone seemed to have a lot of fun. It seems like every human being ever was there. That's what I felt, at least.
We had
Basically.
at the Rangers one. I know there wasn't. Well, we did have John Giftopoulos, Rangers legend. We also had
I have to say, John was like a diehard Devils fan there because I was sitting with him, and about 8 of us ended up sitting together, and John was getting up. He was like genuinely cheering for the Devils and like high-fiving us, and he was even when we were leaving, he was wooing with us. So I don't Mr. ny.rangers.coverage, and I respect it.
ny.rangers.coverage, double agent.
He did.
His followers aren't going to be happy about this.
He
one.
did have Devils money line, to be fair.
that's
But
probably why.
he was it was
think we
only
found
$10.
the-
It was it was only $10.
I think
and-
we found the Instagram clip.
And he was getting into it, and I respected it, and that made me want the Rangers to win so much more the next day. So it was pretty awesome. Like
No, if you were-
he was a full-fledged Devils fan that whole
No,
night.
if you were there, and you saw like the way that the Islanders fan base was acting after it was 3-1 and 4-1, just made it so much better because they were just like, Igor, what's wrong, Igor? I'm like, all right, man.
Like, all right, the
They're like-
Islanders are 28th in the
dude's
NHL in wins
like-
right now. Just
Dude-
saying.
The dude was like,
Shout out loser
Dude was like,
points.
who's better,
And they picked up one
Igor
more.
or the Sorokin? The Sorokin. I was like,
King.
Fun
then
fact:
Sorokin lets him-
Nico Dawes has a higher save percentage than both of them. Continue.
Anthony Stolarz, question mark? Best goaltender.
Not
in the
Anthony
league.
just, like,
Stolarz.
such a great weekend. Where
Or Louis
Rangers and
Domingue.
Devils-
Louis Domingue's
Yeah.
save percentage is .963. Give my guy his Vezina right now.
It was a great weekend.
You can
because
finally act as one.
we finally, we were all as one.
Everyone unites over the Flyers and Islanders losing. It's a great thing.
Oh, also, before I came here today, I have something to add before we move on.
Oh, heck yeah.
I was watching the 2010 classic Grown Ups. And
Uh-huh.
something I noticed in their famous scene where they go to the water park is Adam Sandler's character is wearing a Hartford Whalers shirt the entire
That's
time.
electric.
It's
That's
a nice little
awesome.
Easter egg in there.
little
but-
Easter egg in there.
Yeah.
Oh, can I add something?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So I went to the Devils Hurricanes game a couple of weeks ago in Carolina. And
Okay.
it was their Hartford Whalers night, and it was so cool because like there was at least like 1,000 to like 2,000 people just at the game from Connecticut, just because they're still like
Yeah.
Hartford Whalers, now Hurricanes fans,
Yeah.
still at heart. That's like all the way going back to the 90s. I just found that really
That's
cool.
what my parents were big Whalers fans when they played in Hartford, and then they were actually. This is the coolest. This is like one of the coolest things. You know when they do like the seat ticket upgrade of the game? My parents were the last people in Whalers history to get that.
That's
Really?
insane.
Fun fact.
They have
right
the
there
the
with Tanner
the
Price.
Whalers like CD or something. Or no, that was the Mets. Never mind. They have the Whaler. I don't know, but
I don't know. I don't
love
know.
the
I'm
Whalers.
just the sports trainee. I don't know.
yeah, exactly. I was watching that game though for one reason. I wanted to see if Carolina scored. If they didn't play Brass Bonanza, I was going to be so upset. And then
They almost
did.
didn't.
I know. I was like, oh, they're gonna get shut out,
I know.
But
By Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah.
Well, the Islanders get to host the All-Star game in 2 years.
I'll be there.
It's the next All-Star game that we all have to be there. Every single
next
one
one?
of
What
us.
do you mean?
Because there's no
next year's-
All-Star game
next year's the
year
Four Nations
for the Four Nations tournament.
face-off. They're so I think the All-Star game is going to be more of like a send-off to the Olympics for the players. That's like what I've seen. Like it might not be like a big like.
I see. What you're
It's
saying.
going to be an All-Star.
There's going to
game,
be an All-Star lineup and stuff like that, right?
but like they're going to have
Yeah.
the game. They're going to have the game. They're going to have the skills competition, whatever. But it's like that. That's going to happen, and then the Olympics are going to happen, and like the league's going to take the break. I think. So
Well, guys, great stadium series, but there was more hockey around the globe, around the country. So let's talk about the league in and of itself. Now, you look around. I was watching the Bruins Stars game yesterday, and as a Panthers fan, they're fighting with Boston for the top of the division like every day. And they found a way to win that game off of an empty net goal, and then they won in a shootout, which both goaltenders went crazy in the shootout, so eventually just one had to let up a goal. But, I mean, that Boston team's good. They're not quitting, but I think Florida could legitimately beat every team in the league. Like, they are on a 5-game win streak. They have 36 wins and 15 regulation losses. Like, they're doing pretty good for themselves. Have y'all seen, like... I'm looking at like trade potentials, and I've watched like. Let me see a couple. What do y'all think about? Let me see if I can find it. Let me think if I can find this. But they put up 9 goals on Tampa the other day, which was really cool to me. And they're going to be playing. The Panthers play a game in 2 years. They're going to be playing in Finland. They're playing the Stars in Finland. Because I feel like some of the roster is from there, but as a whole. Rangers looking pretty good. The Metro, they're kind of the Hurricanes are kind of also putting themselves out in front, right?
They're creeping ever closer.
And the
Hopefully.
Flyers currently have that 3 spot, but and they have a solid lead on it too. Right now, wild cards are the Lightning and the Red Wings. The Devils are trying to creep back in. The Islanders are trying to creep back in. So it looks like the Metro is kind of. The Rangers look like they're in. The Hurricanes look like they're in. Do you think the Flyers will hold?
I don't know.
I'm
think-
50-50.
I think Devils and Flyers switch, and that'll be the final
Me
top
too.
4 of the Metro.
So the same as it's been for like what? How many years now has it been? Rangers, the Devils.
Like 1 year.
One.
Was it just last year? Was it just last year?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh, well, how many years was it Rangers Hurricanes in the playoffs now though? That's probably like
Probably
Yeah.
more, yeah.
Yeah.
3?
Maybe like 2
Yeah.
This would be
Maybe
3.
like 2 years.
2 or 3.
3
yeah.
because it was
3.
21,
2020.
22.
2020 when the
This would be
divisions
the
were
third. This would be the third year.
the fourth. I
Yeah.
Well,
think.
technically 4th because 24 teams made it in 2020.
Oh, don't get me
No,
started with
but there's
crap.
also
That was
2021.
dumb.
Yeah, 2021 they both made it.
2021.
No, the-
2023 now 2024.
No, 2021 the Rangers didn't make it.
They
The
didn't
Rangers
make
didn't make
it
the playoffs in 2021.
No,
in
that
the
was
short
the,
season.
Yeah,
They didn't
Oh
qualify.
my God,
for the-
yeah,
they didn't make it.
You're right.
The short when it was just like division by division.
Who made it out that
Oh
division?
yeah, they
then?
actually did.
Which
Uh,
4 teams made it out the division?
Wasn't
Philly,
the Bruins?
Philly, Islanders, Penguins, Capitals.
What did they wait? Was that the year they did like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Montreal Tampa in the final.
Yeah. So
it
it
was-
wasn't the Bruins in our division that year? Like just
Yeah.
for like that. So I think it was the Bruins.
Yeah, let me
Islanders were in the Eastern Conference Final that year, right? Yeah.
They were.
They were a game away from the finals.
Yeah.
The
It was so weird,
Florida's
the division.
division, it was
Yeah,
Florida's division was Florida, Tampa, Carolina, and
yeah.
They had like the Predators.
It was- Okay,
yeah, we had
all right.
Nashville and Dallas were in that division. Yeah,
So so you had the Central, the East, the West, and the North.
and the Canada and the Canada division.
out of the East, it was Penguins, Capitals, Bruins, Islanders. Rangers were
9 points.
Rangers
off.
were yeah.
10 or no.
Rangers were
11 points off.
fifth in the
What
division,
kind of
but
a
they were
bad,
9
what kind of
points
down
out.
year was this, bro?
Yeah.
That was such a strange
because
season.
here is the teams that made it from the Central Division.
That was Florida,
Hurricanes,
Tampa, Hurricanes, and who else?
Hurricanes, Panthers, Lightning, Predators.
Yeah. The Preds made it.
The rest of the division was Stars, Blackhawks, Red Wings, Blue Jackets.
Yeah, that was an absurd year.
Fun fact, 2019-20, we didn't know it at the time, but the Devils only missed the playoffs by a point because 24 teams made it, and
Yeah.
the Devils were the 25th team. They played the Penguins like 2 nights before the world shut down, and the Devils, I think at one point might have been leading in the game,
they were
but
so
they were
close.
definitely down by 1 at one point.
They were up 1-0 because Gusev scored a goal to start. I was at the game. Gusev scored because it was me and my family were like, hold up, this COVID thing might shut up everything down. This might be the last game we go to for a while. And then Gusev scored the opening goal, and then the Penguins just took over from there. And I don't want to. I'm gonna go like on a mini rant, 20-second, but it was so dumb because I remember the Devils had like, I don't know what it was. They might have like 70 points, and the Canadians had 73. And the thing is, they went by point percentage that year. And the thing is, which irated me so much, is that the Canadians had 2 more games played than the Devils, and they were 3 points ahead. So the Devils really didn't get that opportunity to get those 2 games back, because who knows, what if they had won those 2 games? But also you could say, what if the Devils didn't blow a 4-0 lead on opening night to the Winnipeg Jets, and if they had won that game, then yeah. So that
And
doesn't
even if they
matter.
made the playoffs,
The-
like, were they taking down
No.
23 teams?
Who knows? The
They were-
Canadians did it. Who
That
knows?
is
No, not
true.
that year, though. Not
But
that year, though. That was a
They
different
were
year.
the Devils were the
No,
that
it was-
was
it was-
Stars
that was-
Lightning, right?
It was the
no,
same
that
year.
was Stars
That was-
Lightning.
No, he's
That was
right.
Stars
He's
Lightning.
right.
That was Stars Lightning in the bubble, and then the next year was
Next year
Canadians
was
Lightning.
Canadians Lightning.
No.
Yes.
The
We are
Canadians.
right.
The
Hold up.
Canadians. The Canadians.
The Canadians made the Cup final in 21.
Oh, we gotta think about
2020
Oh.
was Stars Lightning.
The Canadians
Yeah, I'm
beat
not
Vegas.
gonna lie, this COVID
Okay.
stuff gets so confused.
I know.
Such a
Remember,
confusing
It,
Canadians-
it's all like it all blends in my head.
Now the Canadians
Montreal
won the
beat
gauntlet.
Vegas.
The Canadians had the godlike year
You're
where
right.
they
You're right. It was the year after. Who made it 2020? It was the Stars.
2020
Stars
was Stars
Lightning.
Lightning. Yeah.
I remember that because wasn't Corey Perry in the
On-
Stanley Cup Finals?
Yeah.
And he didn't he like lose like 3 consecutive
lost 3
years?
straight.
he
ones.
went to Dallas, then Montreal.
Then Tampa,
And then
the team
Tampa
that beat him
lost.
twice, and then he loses with them. Dude, but that would no. So that was Montreal's honestly last chance, because like after they've been trash since then,
Those are-
but like
Yeah.
that they went 3-1 on the Leafs, which was just made that story even better, because then the Leafs continued to never win, and then they swept Winnipeg, who swept the Oilers, and then they beat Vegas, and they won 1 game against Tampa. Shout out Carey Price. That was his last run. That was his last run of being elite. But hey, it's fine. Right now, Montreal they're the 3rd worst team in the East. They're so far down there. I didn't expect Buffalo to be this bad, not going to lie.
Even Ottawa.
Yeah.
Ottawa they're completely down in the dumps.
Though that was a big win for them last night against Tampa Bay.
Good for us. Good for the Devils.
Very true.
Now,
Can we talk about that wild Canucks game?
go right ahead, boys. Talk about
Dude,
the NFL score. The NFL score.
Kaprizov and Eriksson Ek had 6 points each. That's unreal.
Actually unreal.
3 goals and 3 assists each. It's nuts. Like, how do you even find who else was? And then Zuccarello and Boldy both had 4 points apiece.
Whoa. Sorry.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
say something. I remember last time I was on here, whatever it was, like 2-3 weeks ago, we were talking about whether the Wild, like we think they're out, but they're not. But now they're only 2 points out of a playoff spot.
They're coming back. Yeah, they won
They're-
like 4 games in a row, or 5.
They won. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10.
They're coming back.
Uh-oh,
Uh-oh, Joe.
I'm not
Uh-oh.
surprised by it, because I mean they have the roster. They have a good balanced roster, but they don't have the high elite offensive talent to go all the way every year. But you know what? They're gonna be there till the end, I think. So, to get to the playoffs. So we'll see what happens.
So with the deadline approaching, give me some trades y'all want to see, don't want to see, think's gonna happen. You know, what do you think is going on?
I have something in my mind.
Oh yeah, let's
if you
hear
don't mind.
it.
Um,
With the Mets sweater on, Let's hear it.
Brand new, brand
Tanner got
new.
Mets socks on right now.
Hey,
do.
it's baseball season's coming up.
Sure is.
We're ready. So I've been like going back and forth, like whether I think Nico Dawes is the guy for the rest of the season going forward. I mean, I think he's proven it, but obviously we'll see what happens because there's still 28 games remaining. But I think something that the Devils could use is some more defense. You can't go wrong with adding more defense to any team. And a guy like Noah Hannafin, he's having a really good season right now. And obviously he's going to be traded to some team before the trade deadline because the Flames made it clear like he's going to be traded. I would take him. I don't know what it would take. If it would be like a first-round pick, maybe not. But we'll see what happens. I would like Noah Hannafin. I think he'd be really good, and you could slot him on that top 4. And a lot of people would be like, oh, but what about Nemec? What about maybe like Brendan Smith? But I mean, Hannafin's gonna be an upgrade over really any player outside of maybe Marino on that defense right now, in my opinion. So I would take him.
Right now, I'm tallying up pick'ems because I forgot to do it for yesterday. So, what do the Rangers fans want to see on their squad? If they want to see anything even
I don't
change.
think I want to
As a
see
Panthers
anything.
fan, I don't want nothing. I feel like maybe like bottom 6 offense and maybe defense,
I
but
think, like-
I don't care. Top 6 is the best thing ever. So
I think like they don't. I don't really think they should like do a big trade because I just don't.
yeah, thoughts on the market right now, boys?
None of the
Insane.
options.
Ridiculous.
None of the Elias Lindholm would have been a good pickup. Sean Monahan was another guy that I had on the horizon, but they're both traded. And nobody else left is kind of like I feel like they need more of what they did in 2021, where they got. I think Frank Vetrano could be a good option
That's what I
for
was
the
gonna
Rangers
say, yeah.
because played well when he was here 2 years ago. I think they need to make moves more like that and not like last year when they went out and got Tarasenko and Kane. I just think they need to kind of just shore up this because you have guys that are producing on, you have got in those seasons you had guys in spots that weren't really questionable. Like I know he's doing good for the Panthers this year, but
Who?
Nico Mikkola last year
he's doing pretty solid on defense.
was not it.
Yeah.
Like guys like that. But they have Eric Gustafsson who's in the role who puts up good points per game. Yeah, he's a little questionable on defense. Same with Keandre Miller, but I think they just need to kind of shore up the roster and not make a big splash because I don't want to. I don't think there's anybody that I would use a first-round pick on that's left.
No shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It just doesn't.
Well,
Probably Lindholm would have been the only guy that I would have said, let's do it. Unless they could swing a big trade, but like none of the guys that we are thinking of, I'm saying, I want to get a first-round pick for him.
well, little fun fact: the Rangers' fourth line now has 2 6'7" wingers.
Yeah,
paired with
That's
Barclay
crazy.
Goodrow. It's like Chell.
It's like Shell.
EASHL team in real
But-
life.
Who
Yeah,
has
I
who
agree,
has the
Tanner.
best E EASHL team, bro?
Not me.
Not
I had one like 5 years ago with my
Yeah.
friends, and we were god awful.
2019 was the last time I played Chell consistently.
We were awful, but we had good times. It was really funny because the three of us would play together and we would be really bad. But whenever it was two of us, we couldn't lose.
And CPU defense.
Yeah. Whenever we had the CPU defense and the CPU goalie.
so whenever AI helped us.
Yeah.
That's how it went. You load into some
Well, 'cause
kids
I-
with only 2 guys. You're like, oh no, we have to score on the CPU goalie. We're never gonna score.
we even made an Instagram account for our team.
Yes.
Because we came
What is
up.
it?
Let me
Oh
Let me
yeah,
find
so we're
it.
gonna look at
So-
Tanner's EASHL team.
This was-
Such
so
a
this
fun
was-
time.
So our team name was the Prince Edward Island Satan Seals. We came up with the most obscure name we could think of.
Prince Edward Island. I'm from E PEI.
Shortly after my time on that 2019 Chell grind, I got my account banned from EA Sports forever.
Forever?
Forever.
We were the PEI.
Care to explain why?
Probably not here.
Oh no!
No, it wasn't even bad. It really wasn't bad.
Fatality.
Yeah, the PEI Satan Seals.
PEI.
Official account of the Prince Edward Island Satan Seals. Record 23-35-6. We were currently in Division 6, and we were the Division 9, 8, and 7 champions.
Every time we division up, we just lose so much.
Satan Seals
So bad.
_EASHL. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. They won again 4-1 Division 7 champs.
Division 7, 5-0 win.
5-0 win. Oh, he used the Notes app.
After quit from Chaos.
5-0 win after quit from Chaos. And 3 clips, bro. Let's see these clips.
Yeah.
Overtime win 6-5. Okay. Who clutched up in that game against the Ice Bears?
I think that was me. Maybe. I don't know. Or that might have been the CPU. I don't know.
My friends and I were so bad at the 5v5 too. We could.
We just played
win-
3v3.
Yeah, we could not win a game of 5v5.
Well, Tanner, your team went 23,
Yeah.
35, and 6.
Oh, look at the look at the first post. Look at that insane goal that I scored.
Let's see this. Highlight reel from the Tan Man 36.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was definitely a
Golden
squad.
time in gaming.
A golden time in gaming, 2019.
Chell was unmatched.
What if it still is?
Yeah.
So, in the league right now, little minor contract extensions. Michael Rasmussen got a 4-year deal today. And so, here's some Stadium Series numbers. Devils game had 70,000. Rangers game had 79,000. Probably because of Philadelphia.
Well,
Gotta
because
be
of the
Well, no, they
George
blocked off
Bro,
9,000
didn't hear
seats.
what I said the opening
I
of the
forgot.
show.
You're right. There was that many seats they blocked off?
Yes.
Yeah, no, 3 big sections, lower bowl. I mean, to be fair,
Unforgivable.
the Rangers are the bigger market anyway. They're gonna get more fans regardless. I don't care about.
I think if they
It's
didn't
just
have
the
those
truth.
blocked off, the Devils would have still sold the tickets.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
would've,
would've.
But the thing that I did like, and I think you were talking about it earlier, was that every other big event that's been hosted at MetLife Stadium, they put it as New York, New Jersey. This was just straight up New Jersey, which I really liked because something about it just felt.
It made it feel no offense towards you guys. It made it feel like it was our event.
No, yeah, no.
Like,
Which
it had
which-
to, like we had to win that game.
No, which I liked. I mean, because you can't really do Devils like
And
Devil. You couldn't really do like say Devils Rangers because then the Islanders would be like, hey, we want an outdoor game. So I liked how they did both of them, but I did like how it was like. It was about New Jersey. It wasn't about like the metro area because that's what every event has been like there.
I like that they did it because New Jersey is like its own identity. That's how it should be. Like I don't want to be correlated with anything New York related. I don't want to be called the big brother by the Rangers. The Islanders.
You were wearing a Mets sweatshirt.
I know the Mets are the little brother to the Yankees. I don't care.
No,
But-
I'm saying you didn't want to be correlated to New York.
Hockey related.
Okay,
Hockey related.
As he runs
No, I'm
the New York Mets.
But the Islanders are the little brother, not the Devils. The Devils are their
Yeah.
own team. It's
Yeah.
Jersey. That's theirs. Like I don't want that to be anything related to New York. No offense. Like great for the Rangers. They're playing great. 7 wins in a row. Have a good chance of winning the cup this year. If they do, kudos to them. I'm
What
honestly.
will Tanner do if they win? What will Tanner and Alex do if they win?
This could be the craziest thing I ever said, but like I have family who are Ranger fans. Honestly, the Rangers are like I don't like them, but if they made it, they had a run. Like I don't mind rooting for that team, like that local team to win. I'm like
I'm sorry, I would never.
you never.
I'm definitely not that too.
My family like we're like really good with that. Like they'll whenever like the Devils are going on the run, they'll root for them. I like doing the same.
No, I've seen-
and I have a lot of players on the Rangers who I like and respect a lot.
You would have Devils legend Jimmy Vesey.
As long as the Islanders don't win a cup, I don't care.
Well, you're not gonna have to care about. You're not
Yeah.
gonna have to stress about that
We're
one.
gonna have to worry about that in 2078, and then they're gonna win their 4 cups again.
They're gonna win their 5th Stanley Cup in 2080
But
something.
Blake Wheeler's out for the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad actually. I never thought I'd say that, but it is sad. That
I
I'm
was
not
a
seeing
little-
Blake Wheeler on the ice anymore.
I was a little like, he wasn't really playing the best this season, but I did feel bad that he didn't get to play in the outdoor game because
Yeah.
he was a Ranger
He was
fan.
having
growing-
so much fun this season. Too.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
goals that he scored were electric.
Yeah, I was a little sad for him that he couldn't play in the outdoor game because he grew up a Rangers fan. He played at MetLife Stadium, but it gave way to Matt Rempe, the greatest first shift in NHL history. Didn't even
greatest
play.
first
Didn't even
shift.
play a second in the NHL before he dropped the gloves.
He won,
I saw
he won over every Rangers
He
fan in
hit
seconds.
his penalty minutes per 60 was 10,000.
I couldn't see who it was. I thought it was Keandre Miller. So when they were doing the fight, I was like, "Come on, Keandre, you got him!" And then I was like, "Oh wait."
Oh, wait a minute.
I was like,
Yeah, it was kind of hard to see what was going on the ice. Like, not impossible, but it was definitely more difficult than a regular
I was like,
hockey
I was
game.
like, "Come on, Keandre!" And then the next shift happened, and I saw Keandre Miller like skating on the ice, and I was like, "Oh."
It was definitely hard. I would have to like be able to judge by it, like to see how small or like how the players are skating. Like
Yeah.
some of that I
Yeah.
have like memorized. So like when I saw like Jesper
Brad's so obvious.
driving to the net, I'm like, oh, that's Brad. Like I know how
No,
he
you could-
skates and stuff like that.
No, I was able to see the Rangers and tell what player it was,
The
but
opposing team, I know.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Islanders, because
I was like, oh, and Tippett scored. I thought he was injured still.
like you could tell, like I knew it was Mika Zibanejad because you could see the hair flying around the whole time.
And also, he's
Like-
like in that prime scoring position. On
Yeah,
the power play.
yeah.
You
Like
know-
I knew
you know
who
it's-
I could see who it was, but overall, fantastic. It was great. It was like I think it was elevated because of how good the game was, but it was just a good event overall. I also the one thing about it that I really liked is that it's something that I've wanted to see for a long time, which was that outside of the rink was like a different color than just like the regular like white ice color. Like it was green. That I don't know. Something about that just
It made it look like a park vibe.
Yeah,
Right?
Did,
some-
It was
did you
something-
see the NPCs, the
Yeah,
park
yeah,
NPCs
the dog.
who were just walking and like hula hooping and walking the
Yeah,
babies and walking a dog? It was so weird.
More
I'll
Islanders
find it. Hold
ranting.
on.
Can we talk about how the Islanders were the only team that didn't have any theme at all?
Yeah.
Showing up to
Classic
Lou
Lou.
Lamoriello is
Classic
the
Lou.
most boring person ever.
yeah. I was like
He's so boring.
I was like
The Islanders are boring. Ugh.
I really hope the Islanders don't win this game because then it'll reinforce that showing up to the stadium just in suits is
weird.
like I was so because it was so cool. Like the Devils and the Flyers put more effort into it than the Rangers did, but they
the
still
Rangers had a good idea.
they had a good idea
So
as well.
weird.
I liked how they all had the NYPD and NYFD hockey jerseys on. That was
Awesome.
that was really cool. And the Islanders are just, yep, we're in our plain old suits. Wear a fisherman costume. Have some fun with it.
I do have to say that the Devils pulling up in the jumpsuits was
Yeah.
the coolest thing I saw
Yeah.
out of all four teams for sure.
Yeah, that was
so
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Can we get a stadium series
Although-
down in Sunrise? At the Miami Gardens Stadium?
Which I gotta say,
Ice
which-
melts by the second.
which
they did one in Dodger Stadium.
Dodger Stadium and Levi Stadium.
So
They
it's,
could do.
it's
They'd have to
God,
do it like in
Sunrise.
like
You can have
December,
4 fans
because
in a
I
row.
think
Yeah.
60 degrees is the like the cutoff. Like
Yeah.
as long as it's like below 60, the ice is fine.
Which I
like
gotta-
a Winter Classic of January 1st.
Yeah.
Like that could work in
Which I
Sunrise.
You're gonna be swimming.
I gotta say,
It'll just turn into water polo.
I gotta say, getting the Stadium Series next year is gonna be electric as well.
in the Big O.
The horseshoe, that is going to be a great. I really hope that that both teams stick with the identity that the Red Wings wear Michigan colors for football and the Blue Jackets wear Ohio State colors.
And that would be
They,
sick.
so cool.
they are
That would be really
they are
cool.
not gonna do it. But a few years back in World Juniors, the U.S. played Canada in the Buffalo
Mhm.
Bills Stadium. Brady Kachuk
Mhm.
scored the shootout winner. It
That was so cool. Yeah.
one of the coolest hockey
jerseys.
games ever. Jerseys were so sick. If they could do that for the Four Nations tournament and put a U.S. versus Canada team best on best at Fenway Park, could you imagine the numbers that would do?
Yeah.
That would be one of the craziest
Yeah.
hockey games in history.
I-
And they're not going to do it. There's no way.
Just U.S.
But
Canada.
Boston,
like, anyway.
Boston's one of the host cities, so they
Yeah.
have the ability to do it. That would be the craziest thing ever.
I would like to add another thing. I know we're like talking a lot about outdoor games.
You're
but it's
good.
It's just a fun topic.
Yeah.
I would like to see one take place at Beaver Stadium. Do Penguins Flyers. It would
Yeah.
really be half and half. It's right in
Yeah.
the middle
Yeah.
point between Philadelphia
Yeah.
and Pittsburgh.
I think
That'd
it's
be
a
awesome.
Yeah, and it's a bunch. It's just like all the college stadiums. That's where
I
we
know,
wanna
like
see it.
110,000 people could fit into there.
That
That'd
would
be
be-
awesome.
That would be.
Now with 10 minutes left, man, let's do a little pick'ems review right now.
Do a little pick.
So let me give you guys the standings real quick. So Daniel missed a day last week, right? And that ruined him because now I'm in first, 470.
Wow.
Daniel, however, is in second at 469. And then AJ's in third at 468. So it's just
coming down
1,
to the
2,
wire.
3. at the top.
Respectfully, I don't care if you beat me. I care if AJ beats me.
Well, he's one behind you now.
How many days did I miss last week?
I don't know, but you have 437 in fourth.
Yeah.
You're 31 behind. You're 31 behind fourth.
Wait,
I
didn't
lied.
pass him?
I lied. Alex is fourth.
Yes! I'm coming.
441. So Alex, you're still 27 behind third, but you're fourth. Yes.
Just wait. Next week I'll be 15 behind.
You're 441.
The week after, I'll be even
Justin's
closer.
437. Tanner's closing the gap even more. 423.
Woohoo! 14 behind.
14
We're
behind
14
Justin.
behind.
If you get caught, it is Jover. It is absolutely
I'm like,
Jover.
if I just catch up, I'm celebrating that.
If he
I
gets
know
not
I'm not winning.
last,
I
if
know
he
I'm
gets
not winning.
Not last.
I missed like 3 days last.
Be the greatest
Dude,
comeback
this guy-
in Pick'em's history.
If I never missed a day, I
Who
think I
knows?
would be very close to third.
Yeah,
I missed like the days I missed were horrible too.
Yeah.
Like 10 game days. I
So
missed.
now
I missed a
let's just
13 game
let's
day.
just speed run our pick'ems real quick, and y'all can send them to the group chat while you're here.
I got them filled out.
First game, Ottawa, Florida. Cats 9 out of their last 10 games they've won, 5 straight, and I just think they're a wagon. So, and I'm a Cats fan, so I'm rocking Florida. How about y'all?
Yeah, I'm going with Florida.
Hold
It's
on,
easy.
I have to remember what I sent
I'm
this
going-
Oh, you already
morning.
sent it.
I'm going Florida.
Spin that.
Florida.
We know how it is. It's consensus. Next one up, Rangers Stars. This is a big one, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I am rocking with Dallas because I don't know why. I just feel like it. I just really feel like it. And they can win. Both these teams have the potential to win any game. So
Give me the blue shirts.
give them to them.
I'm rocking with my team. Although, I do have to say, Rangers coming off of like the most dramatic win, probably their best like team win in like in
Ever.
the regular season in the last like 10 years. Definitely means
You put it in the
I'm-
wrong chat, bro.
I'm taking the Rangers, but I would not be shocked if the Stars win this one like 4-1. Because that's just what they do.
Well,
If they weren't on a 7-game
AJ
heater,
and Daniel also taking Dallas. Alex and Justin.
Listen, I've lost 19 points on pick'ems now for picking the Rangers, and I'm willing to lose another one tonight. Give me the blue shirts.
And Justin, you're taking the Rangers as well.
Taking the blue shirts.
He's taking the blue shirts.
8
He
in a
feels it.
row.
Islanders, Penguins, y'all. I'm rocking Pittsburgh. They have not lost to the Islanders this year. They beat them twice, so let's go for 3 in a row.
I got Pittsburgh as well.
Give me Penguins overtime win.
Ooh. Oh, loser point for the Isles. You feel it coming?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Pittsburgh.
Tanner?
I'm going with Pittsburgh. I think that Islanders game the other night, I think the Stadium Series losing like that was the nail in the coffin for this team.
Devils, Capitals. I am going to go with the Devils on this one.
Capitals.
The Caps,
Devils?
the Caps have 2 wins in their last 10, so I think they're ice cold right now.
I'm not worried. Devils are taking this game.
Give me the Devils.
Tanner?
Give me the Devils.
Jets, Wild.
With that, I'm making my exit. The rest of my picks are in the chat.
Peace out. Peace out, Daniel. Now, Jets, Wild here. Western Conference Central Division matchup. I'm picking Winnipeg because they're a wagon as well, but they've cooled off a little bit, but I still think they're better than Minnesota.
Give me the Wild. They're hot.
They're hot, he says.
Give me Winnipeg. I don't know how much I trust Marc-Andre Fleury. 6 saves on the night last night.
Give me Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota!
3 more. Colorado, Vancouver. Big
Tough one.
Western Conference
Tough game.
matchup. I don't even know what to go with. I'm picking the 2022 champs, though, because they're at home.
I am
And
as
I don't know
well.
why.
Colorado.
Colorado.
Give me the Nucks.
Taking the Nucks alongside who's taking the Nucks? Daniel's taking the Nucks as well. So, we got 2 more. Nashville, Vegas. Vegas at home, man. I'm giving it to them.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Vegas as well.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
And last but not least, the best team in the league, the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the Los Angeles Kings. Kings, baby. Even though they're not doing the best right now,
They're heating up.
it's not.
know,
It's not
they won 3 in a
Columbus
row.
bad though. They're not Columbus level bad.
Give me the
big-
Kings.
This is a big Jonathan Quick. The Jonathan Quick Bowl. 2 teams that had Jonathan Quick.
Yeah.
He did equally great things for both franchises. Give me the Kings.
Give me the Kings as well. And there's pick'ems for the day. Tomorrow, how many games we got tomorrow? Tomorrow there's like a 5-game
5
slate,
games.
so it's not so bad.
Thursday we got 11. I
Wait.
think I don't know. Is there another 16 game day coming up at some point?
I don't know
Those-
the answer.
Those are the money makers, man.
Oh,
Those
there's
are
a
the
lot-
ones where you
there's a
shoot
lot-
up the scoreboard.
Yeah, there's a lot coming up with.
Oh,
With,
Thursday and Saturday are crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of days coming up with like 12 with a bunch of games. So
Thursday has 11. Friday has 3, so Saturday has to be loaded. Oh, game starts at 12 p.m.
Next Tuesday has 12 games. A week from
Saturday's
today.
got 13, it looks like. Saturday has 13 games.
you know what's gonna be crazy? We got
I'm gonna miss it.
the last week of the season because I'm looking at it now. The last week of the season, we got Saturday, 13 games on the schedule. Then 4, 8, 8, 4, 6 to end off the season.
4, 8, 8, 4, 6.
So
The witching hour.
super
Pick'ems,
invested in
pick'ems,
that.
pick'ems, baby. And now that we're at this point in the season, we're almost at the 3-quarter mark.
I know it's crazy. Season is moving along.
Austin Matthews
going
has
quick, yeah.
49 goals.
This season is moving along.
Is he hitting 60? He's having 60 goal season, right?
The question is he gonna hit 70?
You think Austin Matthews hit 70 goal season?
With that power Justin
Could.
Bieber gave him, I think it's possible.
You know who's
I love that Reinhardt's second in the goal leagues, second in the league in goals.
You know
It's
what I have to
wild.
give, you know what I have to give a shout out to because he's playing a lot. He's playing a lot better. He's scoring more goals.
Who?
Alex Ovechkin. He's
Is
been playing
when's
better.
he gonna hit 900, bro?
He's been playing a lot better in the last couple weeks than he has all season. So I think his goal going for the goal record could be back on. But
Do you think he's gonna get it? I think so too.
He's got 14 right now.
he had like 7 like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you think he's
Yeah.
gonna get the goal record?
Oh yeah! Wow.
Eventually.
He had 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
He had 7 games in a row with 1 goal.
Yeah, he's on a hot streak. So I would not be shocked if it's the boost that he needed because he was having a rough season, at least goal wise.
Yeah.
Same as just the Capitals in general.
Yeah, the Capitals are just they're
They're just
2-6-2 in their last 10.
They're just a really weird team this year. They're kind of in that transition phase, and I think once Ovi retires, they're just not. They're going to be in the dumps.
Nikita Kucherov has 94 points. How many do you think he'll end up with? 130?
Yeah, well, 125, 130, I'd say.
Yeah.
McDavid had how much last year? Like 150
150
something, bro.
yeah.
It's still crazy.
Right now he's at 83. He caught up to third in the league in points. You believe that? They started so bad in that win streak and everything. McDavid caught up to third in the league in points, and he has the most assists in the league with 62.
Did you guys see Draisaitl at the All-Star competition?
Incredible, man.
Missing every
Yeah, that was
single target in the net.
incredible sharpshooter accuracy.
Yeah, he's still better than 86.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Now that we got a minute left, fantasy checkup. Let's do it. I'm clinched a playoff spot right now.
I'm in a
I'm him.
weird spot. I
Ta-
lost.
Tanner
I
almost
lost
booted
to
me.
John, though. I lost to
I don't
John.
even know what's going on right now.
I'm beating Tanner by
I
2,
lost. I had
and
a
that's how it
bad
is.
Loss this. I had a bad loss this
AJ and
week.
Daniel have clinched playoff spots as you're listening to Breaking the Ice here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Justin, you're eliminated. You're eliminated with Ryan, Cam, and Matt Vitale. So double tap. It's over. You had 5 wins on the year.
5 wins.
5 wins.
I'm surprised.
Alex is trying to make the playoffs. He is currently. Let's see. I believe you're the 8th seed. You're the last playoff spot.
A week ago today, Tanner and I were tied. And then I beat Campbell. I didn't even know. I didn't even set my lineup, and Campbell
Dons.
texted that I beat him. I'm like,
Well,
no
that's
way.
incredible.
And Tanner
That's a team
lost.
that you know.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
But you've been listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair here. We'll be back next week for some more hockey coverage. This is Connor Cupen signing off from Breaking the Ice.